Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome back to our CCNA 200-301 series. Today is day 2. Already we covered day 0 and day 1. So let's start day 1, day 2. So in day 2 we are going to discuss about router component and the basic how to configure router and how to use different modes in the router and how to use packet tracer. So these topics we are going to discuss today. So let's start with the router component. As we know, we are dealing with router switches in our CCNA. So router is also very important, very important. So before going in the router detail, we will discuss what are the components present in the router. So router consists of following major component, that is it is consists of CPU and ROM, read-only memory, random access memory, NVRAM, flash memory, BX boot image interfaces, and buses, power supply, and configuration register. So let me give you this in detail. What is CPU? CPU is executing the instruction of an operating system and also performing the functions such as system initialization, routing function, and network interface control, etc. So CPU is going to control everything in the router. Same as we have CPU in computer, same like that it is going to perform all the operation and all the. So if we want to check the CPU process, we can check by typing the command that show process. See here, by using this command we can check in our router also. So this is the output we are getting, whatever process is present in the router and running that time, this is all we will get. I will show you how to check in the router. So let me open the packet tracer. Here we can take any router. Let me take this router. I will bring this router here. And how we are going to go CLI mode of the router, we need to click one time to the router and then CLI. Then this router will be open. This is booting the router, so we need to wait some time. It is doing booting. Then we will press no and then we will go in the enable mode and then we are going to type the command show process. So see here we can see the process. CPU utilizing for the 5 second, all the process whatever it will show here. If you press next, enter, it will show all the details. So we can check like this also in the packet tracer and in our real router also. So now we will move to ROM. ROM is nothing but read-only memory. In read-only memory, it maintains the instruction like when the router is power off or power on. When router is power on, it will start booting from that one. So in general word, we will say this maintain the instruction of POST, power on self-test, for diagnostic and also to store the boot strip program basis on the operating system. So it is store when router is switch on, it is loading the operating system, same like in our PC. So ROM will maintain that instruction for booting the operating system from the files. Okay, then we will go for RAM. RAM is nothing but it is random access memory. It is store the routing table configuration file while router is power on. The running configuration is stored in this RAM. Example, if I am doing any configuration in the RAM, it will store in the if I doing any configuration in the router, it will store in the RAM. If I power off the router and then again power on, then it will lose the configuration. Okay, so here the content of the RAM are going to lose when router is restart or power off. Then we will see NVRAM. It is stored the startup configuration and NVRAM remain even if router is power off or reboot. Here we are saying example, if we do any configuration like we change the host name of the router, if we change host name or any configuration we done and we did not save this configuration, just we power off or restart the router, then it will lose. That configuration is stored in RAM, and when we save this configuration, it will move to NVRAM. Even though we restart or we reboot the router or power off, power on, the configuration will be present in this. Okay, no problem. We will see in the packet tracer, how we are doing that one, we use the command wr to save the configuration from RAM to NVRAM. Okay, now we will see the flash memory. What is flash memory? In the flash memory, Cisco IOS image present store means operating system is store in the flash memory. The configuration of the flash memory remains even after reboot. So if we reboot the router, if we power off and power on the router, this remains same in the flash memory. Okay, and this is a image of operating system. Then we have RX boot image. This is a cut down version of iOS located in the router ROM. Okay, and then we have the buses. So what is bus? Bus is nothing but we have the system and the CPU buses in the router to move the bits among the different component of the router. This is interconnected with each other. If we want to move the data from CPU to different system, different component, this bus will move that one. So this is the bus, and then we have interface. They are physically connected that can connect the router to network for IP packet entry or exit. Like I will draw here. Let me draw here. Example, this is a router, and I will write this is one interface F0 by 0, and here I will write F0 by 1. So this I am saying this is the interface, the physical interface which we use to configure and connect the different network. Example, we will connect the switch or we will connect the PCs and all this one. And next thing, we have the power supply. Power supply can be internal or external to the router. Some router have the multiple power supply for redundancy. So some router we have multiple power supply also. After that, we have configuration register. The router use a 16-bit software configuration register with which you can specify system parameters, and it will store NVRAM. And the factory default setting of the configuration register is 0x2102. So these are the just overview about the component of the router, whatever component we have and how we are going to check in the packet tracer like that. Let me open one router here. In the packet tracer, I will open this. If you click here, let me click here, then I will go in the physical view. You can see here, this is the router, this is on off switch, and here this is a power supply already connected, and here different ports we have. This is console port, and this is different port. Like this we have, and we can bring the modules from here and put here. First we need to off the router and then bring the ports from here and keep here. Like if we want to add more ports, we can do like this. This module is not compatible. We need to check depending upon the router type which module is compatible and which module is not compatible. After moving, we can close or on this one. Whenever we are moving the module from here, we need to go off the router and move the components. And whenever you select the component, it will give the description here in the below, so you can read what is that. And example, I select this one. It is giving this module provide 2 fast Ethernet interface for use the copper media, or he's saying this is the 2 Ethernet ports. If we want to add in our router, we can add from here, and the description you will find here the below. Okay, so this is the just basic. So what I will do here, we will see the router modes also. So before doing that one, I will show you cable. We use console cable to configure the router, and if you don't have the serial port to your laptop, we will use USB to serial port converter. Then we will connect from here to here this, and this will connect to your laptop, and this we can connect to the our what we call the console port of the router. We can use like this. Okay, so let me show you how we will connect the console port to the router in our packet tracer series. So let me open the packet tracer. So here is the packet tracer. I taken already router, and I will give you a small introduction about packet tracer. When you open it, look like this, and here when you click, you have the router types, and if you click here, you have the switches, different types of switch. And if you go here, we have other devices, wireless device, firewall and cloud and all this one. and if you click here in the computer, you will have the PC, laptop, server, printer, IP phone, and TV, and wireless tablet, smartphone, and the general wireless devices. So from here I taken already the router. So router is here. Now I need to take one laptop. In our real scenario, in our real life, when we have new laptop, new router from the factory or from the Cisco, we will use our laptop, or then we will take the console cable. This is a console cable. We will connect this console cable to RS232 to the port of our laptop, and other will be connected to console port. Okay, so see this one end is connecting to the console, this one is connecting to the console, and this is connecting to RS232 port. So this laptop is connected like this. We will connect like this in real scenario. Then we will click here to the laptop to open this file. Then after that we will go here in the desktop and we will click. See here, I connected the cable, the console cable, one end to our laptop RS232 port, and that serial port, and then another end I connected to the router console port. So then we need to click the laptop. Then we will go in the terminal and we will say the same configuration and we will press OK. So see, I can access the router from my computer, from my laptop. Okay. So this way we are doing generally for configuring the new router. First we will connect our laptop with the console port and we will do the program. We will configure the router. We will do the telnet configuration. After that we can do the configuration from remotely PC. Okay. So let me do the configuration here. So this way we are inside the router. So what we will do, we will write no here, no, then enter, then we will have in the router. Okay. So now we will study the router modes, types of modes we have. Then we are going to see the basic configuration of router. Okay. So let me bring my OneNote here. So we will see what are the modes. So this what is router we already discussed in video 1 and video 0 also. So this one you can see the video 0 and day 1, day 0. You will get what is router. So now we are going to discuss the modes, router modes. There are mainly 5 types of modes in the router. That is, first one we say user mode, that is default mode. Whenever router open, this will come, this mode. Just now the mode which we receive in this one. This is a router mode. Okay. With this mode what we can do, how it look like this. And what we can do with this mode, in this mode we can do basic monitoring. So we can do only monitoring and we can run some commands like such as ping, telnet and version to see some basic parameter to monitor the system. We use this mode. Then we have next mode, that is known as privilege mode. In this mode we can monitor and do some troubleshooting. Okay. And how this mode look? This look like this, router then hash symbol. And how we will go from the user mode to the privilege mode? We need to write here enable. See here, this is a user mode. I will write enable en, then press tab. It will come full. Okay. Then enter. So now we are in the privilege mode. In this mode what we can do? We can do monitoring and some troubleshooting. Like example, if we want to see like clock, we can check the time of the router. We can ping, we can telnet, we can save the configuration. We can use show history to see the history commands whatever we perform in the privilege mode. Then we have global configuration mode. In global configuration mode we can do all types of configuration, like if I want to change the host name, if I want to assign the IP address to the router, if I want to configure the routing protocol, if I want to configure the telnet, anything I need to configure, I need to go to global configuration mode. In this mode we can do all the configuration that affect the router globally. And how it look like this. Okay. And then I will show in the packet tracer also this one, how we will go to the global configuration mode. We need to write config t terminal. So how we will write? Let me write here and I will show you. We will write config terminal. We need to write to go in the global configuration mode. If I write config, then I press tab, it will go in the global it will come the configuration config. Then I will type tab, then I will write terminal, I will press tab. So by typing config terminal, we are inside the global configuration mode. Example, I want to change the name of the router. This name is written here as router. Okay, so if I want to change this name, from this name, the router, I want to change this name, whatever this name we have, this router, this I want to change to ABC. Okay, so how we will change? Let me show you. We will use host name. We will use the command. We need to write host name. I will write host name, then ABC. Whatever name you want to give, you write. See, router name is changed from router to ABC. So we are doing the configuration in global configuration mode. Then we will see what is other mode. Here, interface mode. In this mode, we can configure all the interface configuration. Okay, like if I want to assign any IP address, I will go in that interface. And how we will go? We will write int f0 by 0 if I want to go to interface 0 by 0. If I want to go to the interface 0 by 1, then I will write interface 0 by 1. If I want to go to interface 0 by 2, I will write int f0 by 2. So like this, then it look like this, router and config minus this one. When we are inside the interface mode, it look like this. Then what we will do, we need to assign the IP address. Then we will write IP address and whatever IP address we want to assign, that IP address plus subnet mask. And then we need to write no shutdown, because by default Cisco router ports are down. So we need to write no shut to make in the up mode. So let me go here and I will go in the one router mode, interface mode. Let me show you. I will go interface int f0 by 0. Okay, f0 by 0. Let me write f0 by 0. 0 by 0. Oh, why my keyboard is not working? Let me write here int f0 by 0. Okay, 0 by 0. Then I press enter. Now I am inside the interface mode. If I want to assign the IP, I will write IP address. Then what is IP address? 10 dot, example 10.1.1.1 I need to assign. Then what is the subnet mask? Subnet mask 255.255. Or you can give anything. I will write class A, then I will give 255.255.0. Then I will write no shut. Just I am giving the example. You can put any IP, any subnet mask, no issue. Okay. So this port go up. See here, fast Ethernet 0 by 0 status change to up. So we assign the IP address. And we have one more mode we call roam mode. We use this mode generally when we want to reset the password. And how to go in roam mode? We need to power on the router and press control, press break. Then you will enter in the ROM mode. Okay, so did you understand what is the mode and how we are going to work? If you did not understand, don't worry. We are going to use for our configuration and for our labs and practical. So you will get the idea. But just remember, this is a mode and we will do this like this. You remember, try to remember that one. So now I will open the packet tracer. We will see in the packet tracer already I connected the laptop to the router and I click here and I can access the router. So I assign the IP address also. If I want to come outside the router, I will press Ctrl Z. So I will be outside. If I want to save the configuration, we can write WR to save the configuration. So I will press enter. See, it is saved. Then if I restart the router, we will have same configuration. So I will restart the router. How we will restart? We will write reload. He's asking, you want to reload? Confirm? Yes, I told confirm. So it is reloading. Because I saved the configuration, so we will have same configuration, that is A, B, C and the IP address, whatever we assign. Okay. So see, router is reloaded and we have the same configuration what we assign. Router name already ABC. Then we will go in the enable mode. Now I will write show run. Show run is nothing but show running configuration. Show run and press tab, it will become show running configuration. If you press, it will show whatever configuration is running, it will show. So here it will show what is the version in our software version in the router, and what are the host name we assign is ABC, and whatever protocol is enabled, and here is the interface E0/0, and we assign the IP address. It will show here, and if we do any routing protocol or any other configuration, it will show here. By default we have VLAN, so it is showing VLAN, and we did not assign any IP address, so it is not showing any IP address, but it is showing whatever is present inside this one. So now we will see how we can assign the password to the router. So if I want to assign any password, how we will assign? I need to go to first global configuration mode, because in global configuration mode only we are going to do the all types of configuration. So I will write config T. Now I am here in global configuration mode. I will write enable, then press tab, password, and then I will write Cisco. So this password we assign. Then I will press Ctrl Z. Now I will exit again. Now I am here in the first mode, the mode which we say user mode. If I want to go to user to privilege mode, I will write enable. So when I wrote enable, it is asking me password. So what password we assign? We assign Cisco. So I put Cisco, I am here inside. If I want to see show run, then it will show here we enable the password and we assign as the Cisco. If I want to encrypt this password, if I want no one can see this password, then we can use a different command to encrypt this one. Let me show that also. We will go here, then I will go in the configuration, config T, then enable. I will write enable secret, then I will give 123. This is a new password. Okay, 123 is a new password. Show run to check that one. So here we have two types of password here, that is enable password Cisco, and enable secret password is 5 something something. This is encrypted. We cannot see this one. This is encrypted in the different formats. So what we wrote 123, but here see encrypted, so no one can understand that one. So now if I go outside, I will write exit to go outside. Now I want to go inside privilege mode. He's asking me password. I will write 123. Now I am inside. When we do both password, when we configure both password, he will take the secure one, more secure one. So they ask me the password. I put 123. Then I log in here inside. So this way we can do the password enable in the router. And this is a basic. What else we can see here? Here we can assign the IP, but we will see this later directly. We can see. So this is the basic, and here if you want to bring any server, we can bring server like this. And if we want to have switch, we can press here. We can take the switch from here. We can take any switch, like I am taking the switch 2960, and we can connect the switch with the cable. I am using, this is automatic cable, so it will decide similar device or dissimilar device automatically. So we can connect like this. So this one is connected like this, and we can do the configuration. So coming videos we will see how to take the backup from FTP server and all that one. But in this video, just component of router we discuss, modes of router we discuss, and basic lab how to configure a rear router. If we have rear router, like in our rear scenario, if we have brand new router, how we are going to configure. We are going to configure with the laptop with the console cable. Okay, and if you want me to show how the console cable look, here I will show you the console cable. Let me show here. This is a console cable. It look like this. And if you don't have the serial port in your laptop, you can use USB to serial converter and install the driver. You will get the driver, and you can connect this to USB port and connect this to here, and this will you will connect to the router. And nowadays router is having the USB port for console also, so you can, depending upon the which model you are using, you can use different types of console cable. Many cables are available in the market, ready made, you can purchase directly, no need to make or prepare, directly available in the market you can take. So this is day 2, we finished this one. Now we will have very soon day 3. In day 3 we are going to discuss some more about our syllabus topics, and we are going to do more labs. So if you did not subscribe to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon, so you will get the notification when we upload a new video about our CCNA 200-301, and share with your friend who is interested in CCNA. And thank you very much for watching our video. Bye, see you in next video, day 3. Okay, bye.